I'd now like to invite Aquinas senior Mackie Terry and Gary Moxley, Aquinas class of 1988, to stage.
Good morning. Gary DeJuan Moxley graduated from Aquinas in 1988. During his time at Aquinas, Gary was an active member of the basketball team for 3 years and the baseball team for 1 year. After graduating from Aquinas, Gary served his country in the United States Army until 1991. Throughout his military career, he was recognized for outstanding performance and achievements. After the Army, Gary received his bachelor's degree from St. John Fisher and then his master's degree from Keuka College. Gary began his career with the Rochester Police Department in 1995. Throughout his illustrious career, he received countless accolades and held several leadership roles, rising to the rank of captain, which was his rank when he retired in 2016. Upon his retirement, Gary went to the Rochester Institute of Technology and currently the school's executive director of public safety. Some of his career highlights include graduating from the FBI National Police Academy in 2012. He also served as president of the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives, Western New York, as well as created the curriculum for the Ethics and Criminal Justice class for adult learners at Roberts Wesleyan College. Gary is deeply committed to giving back to the community and has been involved with several organizations throughout Rochester. Since graduating, Gary has remained actively connected to Aquinas. He served on the Board of Trustees from 2007 to 2013 and was a member of the boys basketball coaching staff from 2020 to 2023. He also assisted with the hiring committees of several AQ coaches and is involved with the Iris Turner Scholarship. Gary shares that AQ taught him there was a vast world of opportunities, and through hard work and dedication, he could achieve anything he set his mind to. Gary's experience at Aquinas instilled him a desire to serve others, which inspired him to choose the path he did. I am proud to present Mr. Gary Moxley, Aquinas class of 1988 and Aquinas Hall of Fame inductee for meritorious service.
Good morning. Mackie's the epitome of an Aquinas student. I had the pleasure of coaching him for 3 years, just academics, athletics, his talent in the arts, so thank you, Mackie. Good morning. I want to start by thanking President Eustace, Ted Mancini, who, as we call him around here, is an 88er, is the principal, and the Board of Trustees. I know the hard work and dedication it takes to keep Aquinas the special place it is. I want to thank the Hall of Fame Committee for the opportunity and allowing me to stand before you all today. It is an honor and privilege to be recognized as a worthy alum. If you walk these halls and you read those Hall of Fame plaques and you read those names, it's absolutely impressive and amazing to be included with them. So to the members of the committee, I say thank you. Joby Knapp, I know you're here somewhere. Joby, thanks for your friendship and always supporting me here at Aquinas. And I want to thank your staff for all that they do and the dedication that they provide to keep this school running. Tony Bianchi, I know you're here somewhere. There you are. Thank you for believing in me, Tony, for keeping me involved in so many things here at Aquinas. I appreciate the fact that you would always call and ask me my thoughts and opinions on so many different things. You trusted me to involve me in hiring so many coaches that have coached here. We actually did a pretty good job because we've won quite a bit. And I always say we as an alum. Everybody laughs. I'm like, we beat McQuaid, even though I'm older, but we still beat them, and we will beat them. You also gave me the chance to coach here, Tony, at a school that I love so much. I'll always be appreciative, and I appreciate your trust and more than that, your friendship. So thank you. Jeff, the Faith, Miles, I don't know if Woody's here. I know Colin's back there. Oh, there's Woody. I know Vance is here somewhere, Coach Poole, as they call him. There was no better experience in my time here working and coaching these kids with you. That year of grinding was special. You know, when you're expected to win and you have to win and the pressure to win, it was special. Being able to bring a Section 5 title to this school, a school I love so much, was literally one of the greatest experiences of my life. So thank you all for allowing me to be a part of that. My journey to Aquinas, it was strange. It wasn't an easy one. I had no idea how this journey would impact my life going forward. Going into my sophomore year, my family situation changed dramatically, and I was forced to leave the school district that I was in. My father gave me 4 choices: Kearney, Mooney, that school McQuaid that I would never go to, and Aquinas. I knew one person at Aquinas, and that was Mr. Mike Whitfield. Mike, where are you? There's Mike. I had known Mike my entire life. I even named my son Mike. So, and he's the only reason that I chose this school. I have to thank and acknowledge Mike. He helped me navigate things like catching the city bus to school. I knew nothing about it. Learning how to deal and cope with living in the inner city. I knew nothing about it. And without Mike, I would have never survived my first year here at Aquinas. I owe much of my success to AQ to Mike, and I want to publicly thank him. There's another Mike here. His name is Mr. Michael Campisi. When I got here, I only had one friend, Mike Whitfield, but I quickly made another one, and that was Mike Campisi. And we're still friends to this day. My father worked afternoons, so it was a struggle getting to and from Aquinas for practices. Catching the bus at 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, going downtown, transferring was tough. Mike's family took me under their wings, and his parents allowed me to stay at their house. They would pick me up, take me to and from Aquinas, and I'll never forget what the Campisi family did for me. Mr. Campisi, Mike's father, still shows up at my kids' games, and it's been 35 years. My first semester at Aquinas, I had so much going on personally, I struggled academically. And I even hoped they would kick me out and I could find a way back to my previous school. It was at that point I met with my counselor, a man named Mr. Rich Billiter. Mr. Billiter has since passed away, and I'm sure many of you are familiar with him. Hall of Famer, great coach. For some reason, he saw something in me and recognized what I was going through and what I was trying to accomplish. He called me to his office, he sat me down, and he basically told me that I wasn't going anywhere, and I had to persevere and overcome the things that were plaguing me. He saw potential in me, and sometimes that's all it takes is for one person to believe in you. After that conversation, I was all in on AQ and realized what it meant to be an Aquinas student, and becoming an Aquinas graduate would mean for me in my future. The values taught here, goodness, discipline, and knowledge, inspired me as I moved through my personal and professional life. In my time as a soldier, police officer, and in positions of leadership, I always make an effort to see the goodness in every person and try to remember we're all created in God's image. These values instilled in me the desire to build a community where people can feel safe by engaging and volunteering my time in different aspects. Aquinas is and will always be a special place. In my time, in giving my time back to Aquinas, I always felt like the school didn't owe me anything. It was my way of paying back the school for what it did for me, and hopefully what it'll do for these kids in the future. My circle of friends are here today, my friends and family. It takes a circle to accomplish any goal. I appreciate every single one of you for taking the time to come out and support me today. I want you to know I am who I am because of all of you. My Aunt Barb and my Uncle Donald, they're like my parents. I love them. Thank you for supporting me today. And lastly, I'd like to thank and recognize Tiffany and my children, Brianne and Michael. Many of the things I accomplished in my life meant that other things had to be sacrificed. I'm grateful for the support of my wife. While I was out accomplishing career goals, giving back to Aquinas, the community, and everybody else, she was always supportive, never complained, and made sure nothing fell through the cracks. Sometimes the most valuable player is the person that works behind the scenes, and I want to make sure that she gets her credit today. While her picture's not on the wall, they're not going to give her a plaque. She's being inducted into the Aquinas Hall of Fame today as well. Thank you, Aquinas Evermore.